Some of you fans of the series may remember that one of my earliest episodes was on a little shot-on-shitio movie called Video Violence. And here I am, 3 years later, talking about Video Violence 2. A lot has changed since then. I figured out how to use a light. I no longer have proper use of my right shoulder. Someone planted pube seeds on my face in the form of a goatee while I was asleep. Still so itchy. Ugh. But one thing hasn't changed, and that is my hatred for the movie Video Violence.
This movie fucking sucks.
Interesting. I forgot the DVD I had was the limited glass case edition.
Why won't you die?
I know what I was doing wrong there. It helps when you actually press the drill against the object that you want to destroy. Any other bits from that review?
Elu?
Neo, are you ready to learn the truth about the Matrix?
That's it.
What? I'm sure that makes perfect sense in context to the review. But now let's get on with Video Violence 2. Oh, I'm sorry. Video Violence 2. The Exploitation. That's not a fucking subtitle. That's the fucking genre. You don't say Animal House, the comedy, Lethal Weapon 2, the buddy cop action, or Boondock Saints 2, the latrine, formerly the shithouse. Even the first film had a problem with this. The full title for the first movie is actually Video Violence When Renting Is Not Enough. Again, that's not a fucking subtitle! That's the tagline! In case you don't remember the first one, the movie was about a couple who moved to a small town to manage a local video store. When snuff films start getting left in their Dropbox, the owner investigates the movie's authenticity. Authenticity. Again, this is probably the same guy who thought Faces of Death was real. He gets thwarted by a bumbling redneck sheriff who ruins the tape, and then there's the ending. I didn't say the ending to Video Violence in that review for fear of giving out spoilers. That was 2007. It's now 2010. I don't care anymore. I have no soul. The whole town was in on the snuff film plan, so they kill off the couple, film it, and stock it on their video store shelves, along with all the other snuff films the town has made. The second one has an even smaller budget than the original. About all of the action is relegated to just a TV studio, and the camcorder is even of cheaper quality. Like it matters. It's like saying that that shit log has less corn than that one. It's still shit! Right away in the movie, I'm actually stunned that the opening credits aren't written on toilet paper. Is this where the entire budget went? What? A prologue? Oh yeah, 'cause that was the problem I had with the first one. It didn't have chapters! In the prologue, we witness the filming of a really schlocky vampire movie, as if the director is saying to us, hey, our movie could be worse, it could be this shitty fucking vampire flick. Oh no, lady, don't do that. You'll turn into Jason Voorhees. The movie within the movie cuts, and the actress starts complaining about her working conditions. And like every movie director has fantasized about in the past, the crew kills the actress. Good work, Video Violence 2. How hard was it to take the ending to Snuff and put it at the beginning of your movie? At least the actress in Snuff knew when to stop laughing. After the prologue is over, we see a newsreel giving us the backstory of this film. Howard and Eli, the two villains from the first film, have started their own pirate television channel. Side note, it's another movie that proves that the name Eli is a cancer to horror. Also, it's nice to see the hard-hitting news stories from the public access news show here. The news gets cut in by Howard and Eli, and the rest of the film is their talk show, spliced in with some fake commercials and interviews where they murder their guests in front of a live television audience. See? It's Kentucky Fried Movie meets blood-sucking freaks. Yeah, this exists. Why? Also, remember scrambled porn? I only ask because this movie reminds me of a disfigured-looking anus. The Howard and Eli show is about the most inept amateur hour of late-night talk shows that I've ever seen, although it would still probably make the Leno audience laugh.
What's red and green and goes 120 miles an hour?
What's red and green and goes 120 miles an hour?
A frog in a blender.
Oh, good one. You ripped a joke off of Friday the 13th Part 2.
What's black and white and red all over and can't get through a revolving door?
I don't know. Oh, no, what is it?
A nun with a spear through her head.
In this show, Eli plays host, while Howard does the Ed McMahon role, and this guy, I don't know, he looks like Bozo the Clown's band leader. Suddenly, I now have the opinion that the Magic Hour wasn't such a bad idea after all. The first commercial break is for a child's toy named Wilbur, who isn't any more frightening looking than a Furby, although this one actually kills you instead of just haunting your nightmares. Good God, it's a horrible way to sell your product. Even Jarts had better advertising than that. When we come back from commercial, Howard and Eli interview a potential actress for their show. Because, you know, acting auditions always take place live in front of the camera on the show that you're auditioning for. Oh shit, I don't know what she's auditioning for, but I already like it better than this movie.
Boom!
Ah! You scared me, covering her breasts.
Cut. Covering her breasts is a stage direction.
Oh yeah, that's a clever joke. I've never seen that before. Funny thing is, if this movie spoke only the stage direction, it'd probably make the dialogue a little better. Time for more commercials, and wait, no, not this fucking redneck sheriff. The only great redneck sheriff was Jackie Gleason, and even he couldn't save those sequels, so what chance does the poor man's Sheriff Pepper have here? Christ, this movie already has a Burt Reynolds Dom DeLuise hybrid in Eli. Isn't that enough? So Sheriff Hogfucker here is advertising a self-made electric chair that will come in handy if someone tries breaking into your house, or if you want to play Green Mile. See, now this is where these commercials get you. The man's head exploded because the bolts of electricity just happened to ignite the dynamite conveniently located in the man's head. You've got to read the fine print on these things. Still, that's not as bad as later in the movie when it advertises a finger slicer that fucking breaks. Oh, but it's okay, they fixed it in the next cut. Back to Howard and Eli, who have already turned their show into monotony because they're still torturing the actress. These two jackasses wouldn't even be suited to guest host for the Chevy Chase show. Or maybe they're just doing the actress a favor. With this cut here on her arm, she should be able to successfully audition for Girl Interrupted. Howard and Eli cut to a viewer-submitted tape, which they invite all viewers to do so. Wait a minute. At the beginning of the film, in the newsreel, it mentions how the signals to the show are scrambled, making it virtually impossible for anyone to know the exact location of where their show was filmed. Then how are viewers supposed to submit in their amateur tapes? And how did this tape make its way to them? Maybe they got help from the invisible cameraman shooting this. Oh no, the cameraman is not a character in this scene. All of this footage just miraculously ended up on film to be submitted to a TV studio that is impossible to locate. Two 20-somethings and their 45-year-old friend dare each other to murder a random person and videotape it. So they order a pizza and whip out their huge, luscious brick of a recording device. It's a rare shot on Shitty-O movie where you actually see the Shitty-O. Besides, she doesn't need the camera. There's a ghost in the room filming everything anyway. Though I'm sure both cameras have this same shitty camera effect that was like the sepia tone of the 80s. It's at this point I'd like to point out that I watched this movie on my laptop with HD vision. Watching Video Violence 2 in HD vision is like watching someone get anally raped in 3D. Oh wait, I did see that. Other classic comedy bits from the not ready for film stock players include an advertisement for their different snuff films, some of which have spoof titles like Electrocuting Rita, Red Room She Wrote, and Two Ghouls for Sister Sarah, while others like The Serial Killer are about as inspired as all the other jokes in this movie. Oh, but the bright side is that if you buy now, you can get it on a U-matic. A U-matic? Really? Wow! Would it have the same great quality as my Cartravision?
Bet you'd love to get your hands on that cassette, huh?
No! I think the most immature thing in the movie is when it lists an item under P.O. Box 69. So now the movie is less Kentucky Fried Movie and more the 6 o'clock news. Also, they listed a P.O. Box address in their commercial. Have the authorities tried looking into... You know what? Never mind. Another bit has a new client checking into the video store from the original film. Oh, that's classy. Advertise your other shitty movie in the middle of your shitty sequel to that very same shitty movie. It makes me sick when directors do that. So of course she wants to rent Video Violence. Why wouldn't she? I never thought I'd say this in my life, but I think the better choice would have been I spit on your grave.
Bye-bye!
Oh, thank God the show is over. No more fucking Howard and Eli.
Good show, Howard. Yeah!
What? This movie's still going? Their fucking show is over! What do I give a shit about their rap party? Oh, okay, so the actress was just an actress. And she's being a bitch. Fantastic. They didn't just take the ending to Snuff and put it at the beginning. They took the ending of Snuff and made a sandwich out of it. Yep, they kill her. If they were gonna kill her anyway, why not do it live on your show that routinely features real snuff films? And the movie isn't even over yet. They get a mysterious tape from the couple from the first film. You know, the same couple who were cut to pieces and butchered.
But between the finest surgeons and plastic surgeons, we're here to tell the tale.
Yeah, fantastic. They made you look like 1970s Gene Siskel. The couple comes barging into the TV station, shooting up the place, finally giving Howard and Eli what I've wanted for 3 fucking years.
You son of a bitch! You son of a bitch!
What? What am I watching here now? Is there a fucking reason why this movie is starting to have more twists than Rashomon? Fuck this movie. Fuck it hard. There's a reason why I waited 3 years to do this movie, and it isn't because I was too scared from the first one. It's because it took 3 years for the radiation poisoning to fully escape out of my body. That's right, I've been crapping green glowing shit since 2007. And I blame Video Violence. And now it looks like the second one has... Hello?
Snob. It's Snob.
What?
Look, I don't have time to explain. Just understand that I am you from 3 years ago.
You know, this is weird, but I actually believe this.
I've just finished reviewing Video Violence. The DVD comes with Video Violence 2. Video Violence is having some kind of weird effect on me. I'm starting to lose my hair. I'm growing lesions, and I can already feel the weight loss.
Well, that last part'll change, but I kinda just watched Video Violence 2.
Shit. Why would you do that to us? To our bowels? Why couldn't you review something harmless, like Death Row Game Show?
Death Row Game Show? That movie from the director of Nudist Colony of the Dead?
Nudist Colony of the what?
Oh, you'll find out.
I can't wait.
Before I let you go, I should probably say a few things. 1, get used to the floor in that room. 2, keep an eye on the lighting. And 3, spend every moment with your DVD collection like it could be your last.
Whatever, I don't need to do those things. See ya!
Asshole. Comedy bits!
WGO!